Okay, let's say hey to Taylor, all right? Taylor Hicks is on the phone. We're going to have some fun with him. Hey, Taylor, good morning. Welcome to the Steve Shannon Morning Show with Meg Summers and him. How are you, man?
Good. How's everybody doing?
Well, I want to introduce you to a couple of friends of mine, Shane Spiller and Rob Moore here hanging out with us this morning.
Shane, Rob, how are you?
Oh, good to talk to you, Taylor.
Taylor, before we talk about you coming to town, we need to, in spirit of full disclosure, tell you something about the fellas in the room with us and a Taylor Hicks connection. Shane, go ahead.
That's right. Mr. Dace Lipscomb, he talks about you a good bit, Taylor, when I see him. He sells furniture, if you didn't know that.
I did. Dace is a great guy. I grew up with him and all through the high school years and college years, and he is a great guy. I just need a couple more pieces of furniture for my house, but I'm not there long enough to get some.
Yeah. Well, he's told us a few things that for the right price we'll keep off the radio, Taylor Hicks.
Perfect.
The right price is the key, though, all right?
Right. I'll get the check out.
Yeah, come on. You're coming to town Tuesday night for a great event. Shane Spiller was just talking about how big of a deal this is every year. Celebration on the River, and you're going to be performing with our Tuscaloosa Symphony. Are these patriotic songs, harder to sing for a guy like you than what you normally do?
It just depends on the environment. I mean, obviously, July 4th is a celebration, but it's also a celebration of our freedom. And, when you get around that, it does kind of get emotional sometimes, especially when, a song like 19 comes up for me and my catalog. And I just, I get emotional this time of year because I have some family that are serving. And, I just thought it was, appropriate, timing. Obviously, the folks in Tuscaloosa, I was gracious enough to have me down and perform the song. And then, I'll probably, do another song, too. I'll probably do two songs. But it's just a neat thing. I mean, obviously, the amphitheater is a great place.
Oh, it is. Beautiful venue.
It's free, and it's right by the river. And, I'm kind of, in between shooting schedules right now with State Plate. So I'm actually going to be home, and it kind of was the perfect fit. And, I love coming down there anyway.
Well, if you need a drummer, Spiller plays the drums. I don't know if you ever need a drummer, Yeah,
we could have a family band.
Yeah.
Nice.
Keep it in the family. We're very thankful to have you coming to town, Taylor. I mean, this event, like Steve said, is a great event. And I'm not sure if you've ever been part of it, but it's just with the orchestra and the fireworks and the kids' activities. It's a great event for our town.
Well, the amphitheater too. I mean, the venue. The venue's a really great place to have stuff like that. And as much as I travel, in different towns and different places. I mean, Tuscaloosa is very lucky to have that venue because it is downtown and that's a neat downtown area.
8:00 Tuesday night, 4th of July. Taylor on stage with our symphony, and then fireworks, of course, to follow. You mentioned your TV show, second season renewed on the Inspiration Network, which is fantastic, by the way. State Plate for those of us that love to eat, and that's just about all of us. Is Alabama on the radar to be featured in the second season of your TV show?
Alabama that's the first state that we did coming back for season 2. I don't know where it's going to be placed in the actual season.
Okay. What restaurants, Taylor, in Alabama are you going to be looking at? Can you tell us?
Well, the restaurants, it's just dependent on where the origin of the food comes from. We put a food on a plate that best represents each state. So, if we wanted to do, let's say, black-eyed peas, we would go to the black-eyed pea farm. But there are some places that have foods that are, that are of the origin of where they come from, and we do the restaurant. So it's almost like, I'm milking cows, and it's almost like Dirty Jobs meets Diners, Drive.
That's a good combination. Two of my favorite shows. Well, you can see State Plate on the Inspiration Network, hosted by our man here, Taylor Hicks. By the way, now correct me if I'm wrong. You own Saw's Barbecue and Juke Joint in Birmingham, right? That's your restaurant.
I do. It is.
Yeah. We've heard amazing things about it.
Mike Wilson is he knows how to cook barbecue. I mean, he's been in that business for a long time, and I grew up in all kinds of different venues. Obviously, grew up in restaurants and clubs, and I played next to buffets and wing joints. I mean, I played everywhere you can imagine. Growing up, and being around it, I learned a little bit about it, and so I've been in the restaurant business for a few years now, and I'm always learning about it.
I admire you for doing that. I think all of us maybe at one point in our life have fantasized about maybe owning a restaurant. Shane Spiller, has that ever crossed your mind? Would you like to own or run a restaurant?
It crossed my mind, but it left pretty quick.
It'll wear you out too, I'm sure. Have you ever had that thought, Rob?
I have, and my wife quickly squashed.
I see. She said, "Forget about it. We're not doing this.
We are not doing it."
I understand. All right. Well, before we let you go, Taylor, some of the people you have performed with, I just want to mention and just get a real quick reaction to performing with them. Willie Nelson. Tell us about that experience. And did he invite you on the tour bus? And was there a green cloud in the bus?
I think there's a green cloud over his head, not necessarily in the bus.
What causes that?
It's interesting. I was at Red Rocks in Colorado, and we were doing a tour through there, and he was performing with a Nitty Gritty Dirt Band.
Oh, yeah.
They were kind of a co-bill there in Colorado, and he just invited me on stage. His tour manager was really nice, and he was a legend. He's one of my favorite. Obviously, he's one of my favorite songwriters. And I hope he's doing good. His health is a little shaky, but right now, but I hope he's back out performing.
80-something, amazing. Whatever vitamins he takes, apparently working for him. The Allman Brothers, of course, you can't be down here and not love the Allman Brothers, and you were lucky enough to perform with them.
Yeah, I got when Idol was on, Greg and his family were big fans, and I got to know Greg just through the circuit of playing music, and sat in with him a couple of times in different spots when we were touring and traveling, and I just I think the world of Derek Trucks and what he's been able to do, and Warren Haynes and some of those band members that have been able to kind of carry the legacy and the music on with them, and I think the world of him.
Absolutely.
And as an artist.
We look forward to seeing you Tuesday night. We love you. The Soul Patrol is still strong in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, on stage with our Tuscaloosa Symphony. Again, thanks for your time this morning. We appreciate it. We're going to let you get back to what you were doing now. And Shane Spiller and Rob Moore are going to tell us all those things that your friend in the furniture business told us about you, if you don't mind.
Perfect. That sounds like a great one.
And we're going to play your song 19 in just a minute, too, just so you know.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you.
Thank you. Enjoyed the conversation. God bless you, Taylor.
Take care.